And I was like, yes, I'm a Scorpio, sign me up, I want to know how to defeat my enemies. But no, it was just astronomy. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alena, and in today's video, which will actually part of a series, part one of a series, I will talk to you about astrology. I want to give you a quick overview about what astrology actually is, why it's not superficial cliches only, and what you need to know to start to read and understand your personal birth chart. And what a birth chart is, obviously. But I plan to make several videos about that because it's a real wide topic, and this will be the introduction. I gave this video chapters, so if you want to scroll down to the description box, you can skip the parts that don't interest you and jump right to the titles you want to hear about. So let's get into it. Okay, so first thing to know about astrology is that it's got nothing to do with astronomy. I bet most people know this. I didn't when I was at school. In 10th grade or so, we had this option at the end of the school year to do a little astronomy part. And I was like, yes, I'm a Scorpio, sign me up. I want to know how to defeat my enemies. But it was just astronomy. Yeah, to clarify that, astronomy is the science that studies the planets and stars and galaxies, everything extraterrestrial, planet movements, the Big Bang, I guess. That's astronomy. Astrology, on the other hand, deals with the interpretation of those scientific events, processes and relations, and how they can affect us on Earth. Astrologers, what they do is they look up into the sky and they see how the planets are positioned at this particular moment and read off the sky, tarot readers read tarot cards, I guess. They assign meanings to the planets and star constellations and the zodiac signs. Which brings us to the birth chart. A birth chart is basically an imagery of the night sky, how it looked the day at the specific moment you were born, over the day, over the city you were born in. And out of this birth chart you can read a lot, hell of a lot. It's not only about your zodiac sign, this is just the tip of the iceberg. That's how a birth chart looks like. And it also comes in table format. If you like that better, you can get a bit understanding of everything. But that's a typical cycle format. It seems pretty complicated and confusing, I know. But with a little time, you can learn to read your birth chart. And that's what I'm aiming for in this series. I want you to be able to read your birth chart and understand the characteristics of the planets and houses and signs that have a place in your chart and how they can affect you, but also help you out in life. Because there's so much more information in this little circle here. It's not superficial at all. People who start to hear about astrology and zodiac signs, they Google characteristics of their sign and most likely land on a page where they get a list of stereotypes and then they identify with that, or even use their sign to explain or excuse their behavior. But as I said, your zodiac sign is just the tip of the iceberg. It's one part of you that is relatively unimportant in relation to all the other signs that you have in your birth chart. And it's so fun, figuring out what there is and how it actually applies to your life. So I want to give you an idea what is included in your birth chart. The cycle is basically representing the sky around the Earth. Put the Earth in the middle and you have a horizon. You were born in a certain place at a certain time, in this visualization right here somewhere. And if you looked up at the sky in this is the zodiac sign you were born in. So there are several circles drawn around, the circle. You see these little funny symbols which stand for zodiac signs. Every sign has a certain symbol and there are 12 of them. Then you have other symbols, all representing different planets and how they were positioned at the time of your birth. And though not all birth charts have those, you have numbers there. These are the numbers of the 12 houses. The houses in the zodiac are all representing different aspects of the life, like self, ego, family, wealth, love, relationships in general, things like that. And those houses start with certain zodiac signs and planets. This is also different for everybody. You can have like a second house in Leo, for example. What that would mean, I will explain in a second video soon to come. For now, I want to tell you only about the so-called big three. These are the three most significant parts of your birth chart, and it already tells you so much more about a person than just their zodiac sign. So the number one is obviously your zodiac sign, or also called sun sign, the sign you were born under. The second one is your rising sign or ascendant, the sign that crosses the horizon at the time you were born. And the third one is the sign the moon is in at your birth time. And all of these are usually on the very top of the most birth chart analyzing pages you can find, which takes us swiftly, might I say, to my last point, which is where you can find your birth chart. There are thousands of birth chart calculators out there on the internet. You just type in birth chart calculator and that's it. And you will need some information for that, obviously. Your birth date, the city and country you were born in, and the exact time you were born. You can ask your parents about that if you don't know it. It should be on your birth certificate. I'm not English today. It's not like English is not good for me today. Yeah. But it also will work with other birth time. You could just get like less information, but the most important ones will still be there. And a page that I can recommend for you calculating your birth chart is astro.com. And I'm gonna link it in the description box for you. It's like a great page for learning about astrology in general. And that's it for video number uno. I hope this video helped you understand that there's so much more to astrology than just, that most people think, and you're not defined by your zodiac sign. And it's also not an excuse for your misbehavior, so I just wanted to remind you of that because some people are weird. And if you found this video insightful at all, I would love it if you give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like, I talk about spiritual and psychological topics a lot, I make music sometimes and entertainment videos, and I read tarot on Saturdays, so if you don't want to miss out on that, you know what to do. For now, I wish you a wonderful day and goodbye.